his wings.
That's right. That's right. Attaboy, Clarence.
It's a white Christmas up here. I'm loving it. I'm having a great Christmas time. We watched It's a Wonderful Life last night. You might remember our brilliant parody, It's a Wilderful Life. But
Yeah,
I mean,
classic.
Rewatching that movie though, I mean, I just like the fact that George Bailey wanted to kill himself and not kill his bitch ass Uncle Billy. I mean, like, I think they should do it like a remake where it's Uncle Billy being shown what would happen if he never lived, and everyone's great. that dumb asshole doesn't lose the $8,000. They don't have a goddamn crow and squirrel stalking around their office.
He is never held accountable.
No.
At the end of the show, they don't have everyone turn to Uncle Billy and just stomp his ass.
And Mr. Potter gets away with stealing the $8,000 too. Nobody ever finds out that he stole that money.
Which, by the way, is the basis of a very funny SNL sketch.
Oh, great
from the
SNL
early 90s,
sketch, yeah.
Where they find that out and then they go and murder Mr. Potter.
I think that like they should stop showing It's a Wonderful Life because I don't know, like I feel like it's, you know how like more teens committed suicide after 13 Reasons Why? Because it's like, no, don't commit suicide. It's awful. You're the main character, even though you're dead. Everyone pays attention to you and feels bad for you, and you're the subject of everything for like 6 years, even though it really doesn't happen that way. I feel like It's a Wonderful Life was that, but for like just low IQ alcoholic middle-aged men, which was everyone in America when it came out. But instead of like the 13 Reasons Why thing, instead of trying to kill themselves that way, they legitimately thought an angel would stop them and fix their life. That's how stupid people were. That's like Joe Biden's dad probably tried that, but he sucked too much to even like kill himself, right?
I saw one of those like stupid like viral articles from last week, and it was 7 things about It's a Wonderful Life that have aged poorly. You know, just like an article that's just begging for people to shit on it. Like it's written just to annoy people. And one of the things that that had aged poorly about it, according to the author, was that according to them, Mr. Potter is not evil. He's just a businessman trying to help the community. So I was like, okay, this is methinks I smell a troll here.
Honestly, even if that's true, even if you think that that's accurate, the movie is not an objective dissecting of these characters. It is the subjective experience of George Bailey, and he thinks Mr. Potter is the bad guy. People have lost that that's what a movie is showing you, not like reality.
Are you running a business or a charity war? Well, not with my money.
No, but like Mr. Potter is objectively the bad guy because he's coded as being differently abled, which is evil.
Yeah.
It's bad. He can't walk.
He's embittered. He's
just
jealous
like Greg
of all those
Abbott and
people
Madison Cawthorn.
who can dunk a basketball, and he wants to punish them for it.
Well, this is why it's a morally complex movie. This is why it's actually a much smarter movie than people realize, because you initially think that. You're like, oh, he can't really walk. He's clearly the bad guy. But then you realize that to Jimmy Stewart or whoever, forget which guy is in it.
You're right. You're correct.
He's also the villain because he has a disability too. He has psychology.
No, he's part deaf.
Oh, he has 2 disabilities. Yeah, okay, so he's the bad guy. He's not morally complex at all. My bad. Yeah, he has 2 disabilities, so he's worse.
Deaf in one ear.
Yeah. He's neuroatypical, which makes him pretty bad, pretty evil, obviously. Then like half deaf. Oh, boy. Oh, brother.
How old are you anyway?
18.
18? Why, it was only last year you were 17.
Well,
they should update it. They should, you know that Rick Ross music video where he's like pretending he's a mob boss and he's eating dinner at a really fancy place, and he says to his butler, take all the leftovers and give it to the homeless.
He's sort of a George Bailey character. I mean, he jumps off a bridge in another music video.
Well, I think there should be like a new It's a Wonderful Life where he's Potter because he's the biggest baller in town. I think that would be cool.
Well, it's a Christmas classic. So it's a wonderful movie, and I think probably the most effective piece of socialist propaganda that this country has ever produced.
What about the Care Bears movie?
Well, you know, we can have
Honestly,
that argument.
It's mostly a pro bank fraud movie because if he embezzled $8,000 from the bank as was alleged, the fact that a bunch of people just give him $8,000 does not cancel that out.
Yes. Well,
it's like if you rob a bank and then they come to you, and it's like, it's okay. All of my relatives got together to give me enough money to pay the bank back. You don't not go to jail.
Well, I was a little shocked.
Crimes was still committed.
I'm going to swear out a warrant for your arrest. Misappropriation of funds, manipulation, malfeasance.
I was a little shocked at how harsh the sort of the criminal justice system was back then, because like, yeah, that dumb, worthless ape, fucking Uncle Billy, just straight up loses $8,000, and then he's like, "Oh, the bank examiner's here. What do we do?"
You realize what this means? It means bankruptcy and scandal and prison.
And then George Billy nearly fucking tops himself because he thinks he's going to Sing Sing or whatever. It's like, can you just tell them you lost the money? You go straight to jail for that? I don't know. Seems a bit hard.
Like, crime and punishment was really weird, really until the crime, like, not that the crime bill was good, but it like more standardized things. Because if you read about people who like killed somebody around the time of that, in like the 30s or 40s, it was like, oh yeah, no, he like killed his entire family and then like killed the constable who noticed a sound and then like assumed a guy's identity and then killed him. He was sentenced to 3 years. Like 3 years of just like working outside. Then if you like stole something, if you stole like $8,000, you would be sentenced to 45 years on a chain gang. It didn't make any sense.
No, it's like if you killed your whole family and the constable, either you would get 3 years in jail, or they would electrocute you next to an elephant. They would just test it out by killing you and an elephant at the same time.
It seemed pretty randomized back then.
Yeah.